Lucifer Season 6 concluded Netflix's series and gave each character a happily ever after, or in some cases, an ending they deserved. The story of Chloe and the devil is over, meaning that we'll eventually see a continuation with their daughter as the protagonist. Rory Morningstar. After 93 episodes, fans all over the world said goodbye to their favorite TV show. Lucifer's fans know it wasn't easy, but at least we were given a chance to see our favorite couple living the happily ever after we had all hoped to see for a long time. When we say it wasn't easy, we mean that fans needed to sign petitions in order for the show to get a continuation, back when Fox canceled the series and Netflix came in to save the day. That's exactly why this show has some of the most dedicated fans in the entire history of cinema. It was all thanks to you guys. Now that it's over, the creators owe us another continuation, and since Season 7 can no longer follow Chloe and Lucifer, Rory would serve as a perfect protagonist.
What did you say to him?
I just told him it's not important what you do with your time.
The sixth installment of the series focused on many storylines, including the one with Rory Morningstar, a character portrayed by the amazingly talented Brianna Hildebrand. She grew up without a father, and throughout Season 6, we discover why her father abandoned her. Oh, and we see her working on a revenge scheme. Prior to her introduction, Lucifer was one step away from becoming a god, but then this half-angel appeared, claiming to be his daughter, a claim that shocked the devil. Turns out, Aurora time-traveled back to the days before her birth in order to revenge on her dad. We later find out that she grew up without a father because the devil returned to hell to save all of the damned souls so that they could go to heaven. This is the job of Lucifer, chooses after all those struggles. His own daughter helps him realize that this is the right thing to do, so he goes back to hell to work as a therapist, so these damned souls could get a second chance. This also means that he stayed in the underworld for untold thousands of years. So yeah, the sixth and final installment of the series mostly focuses on Rory's identity and her uncertain future and past, from traveling through time to seek revenge against her father to a revelation that makes everything clear.
Rory, no, you can't do this! No! Rory! Don't do this, Rory!
Once fans discover that she's his daughter, we saw the devil trying to make things right with Rory, and he did. Their story gets a happily ever after with Rory begging her father not to change anything before she returns to her time. He promises her that he won't change anything in her life, and shortly after, he says goodbye to his loved one and leaves LA to go to hell. The show ends with Lucifer in a therapy session with several souls he was helping. He then hears a knock on the door and opens the door to find Chloe on the other side. To be completely honest, this wasn't an ending most fans were hoping to see. Chloe needed to live her life on Earth alone, and she reunited with her loved one once she lived a fulfilling life and died from old age. Does anyone of you know why we didn't see Trixie on her deathbed? Rory was there, and after all, Trixie was included in the show ever since the pilot episode. It seems unrealistic for her not to be there when her mother is dying. Don't you think so? Lucifer's showrunners always intended to end the show this way, reuniting the fan-favorite couple after Chloe's death. In an interview with Collider, Joe Henderson explained why this ending is perfect. It was the idea that Chloe was a calling on Earth, Lucifer has a calling in hell, and understanding that they had to be separate for a bit until they could be together again. But again, with this point of Season 6, we're able to really dig into the why. Idly Modrovich said that they wanted Lucifer to be in his dad's shoes, hence Rory's introduction. This is why she's an important character. There's so much of her life that fans can see in a potential continuation. Obviously, it would be easier for the creators to make a different kind of a continuation rather than a 7th season.
You saved me.
A spin-off. Most fans can't wait to hear an official announcement that says we will see some kind of continuation to the series. And as previously mentioned, this continuation would perhaps be better if it's in the form of a spin-off. We don't think a 7th season would be bad, not at all. After all, we all want to see the same cast members reprise their roles at least one more time. But if they decide not to return, we'll gladly see a spin-off with Aurora as the protagonist. Isn't this the perfect way for the Devil's legacy to be continued? After the finale, the cast got asked if they would return for more, and so far, it seems like we saw the last from Tom Ellis and the rest of the main cast in this TV show. That is, however, not the case with Brianna Hildebrand. She said it would be fun to come back and reprise her role, but this time as a protagonist. Viewers agree that this would be the ideal way for them to see another Lucifer project. One fan suggested such a theory on Reddit. User Delta0099 posted, "What are the odds of a spin-off program following the adventures of Rory and Charlie? Before we continue, we have to mention that not all fans are interested in seeing a project with Chloe's daughter as the lead role. Some fans believe she wasn't a good character, as she was bland, boring, and self-centered. Do you guys agree with this? The post on Reddit suggested that the spin-off could take some inspiration from Doctor Who and Quantum Leap. Rory's ability to time travel serves as a great element for the plot of the spin-off, at least that's what we think so. The post continued, Rory would be learning to control her time travel abilities, but often loses control of said abilities. As already mentioned, the actress is interested in reprising her role in the future. She told The Wrap, "Wow, I haven't thought about that. That would be really fun though. I would definitely be down to do that. I really enjoyed being Lucifer's daughter, it was really fun, but Rory would have to make this journey alongside Amenadiel and Linda's Charlie." Before we continue with his future in the spin-off, we wanted to mention that there are a lot of fans who believe there are many unanswered questions in the show. Do you guys agree? According to you, what question did Season 6 fail to address?
Moving on. Lucifer, watch out!
Charlie's future. The sixth installment of the series introduces the world's first half-angel, half-human. Two such children were presented in the final installment of the series, Chloe and Lucifer's Rory and Amenadiel, and Linda's Charlie. We found out more about Rory, but the same doesn't go for Charlie. After Amenadiel became a god, Linda was kind of left alone to take care of a child who grows wings. How is she gonna explain this to someone who asks her about her son's odd appearance? Amenadiel will be pretty busy with his job as a god, so we don't know how much he'll be capable of being there for Linda and their son. Another fan-made theory says it would be interesting to see Linda as a single mother in another Lucifer project. If there's a spin-off, the actress would have to come back and reprise her role. After all, she's everything Charlie has on Earth. We'll never know what happens next to Rory Morningstar and Charlie after Season 6, unless the creators decided to make another project. We have to ask, do you guys think the main cast of characters got what they deserve? Do you think the show creators wrote a proper ending to the series? And of course, would you be interested in a spin-off with Aurora and Charlie as the protagonists? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching, guys.